Elon Musk is one of the few hyper-successful people out there. He's a great influencer and is super talented, and let us not forget that he's a genius too. He's at that point where everybody wants to be like him, but do you know what it takes to be like him? Well, if you want to know, then I can surely tell you. Here are a few pieces of advice from Elon Musk that will help you get rich. So without wasting any more of your time, let us get started. Number 1. Learn as much as you can. Elon Musk was deeply immersed in the world of literature, spending up to 10 hours a day reading. He decided to entertain himself by reading the Britannica Encyclopedia. Musk was focused on expanding his knowledge and improving himself early in his career. He was able to make his first video game into a $500 sale when he was only 12 years old after educating himself on how to program at a young age. He began working on his first business notion when he was quite young. Elon Musk's big break came in 2002 when eBay bought PayPal, despite the fact that he was studying physics and economics at the time. Now you might be thinking how reading can make you successful. Well, the thing is, when you read, you get a grasp of new concepts, and these new concepts will help you in life in one way or the other. Also, when you read different authors, you get a knowledge of different perspectives. When you have knowledge of these things, you can make the best out of it and use it to your advantage. Now we know Musk practically thought himself rocket science, so how did he do that? Well, the simple answer is by reading. Understand one thing, you can learn anything from anyone, and it doesn't even matter what the social status of that person is. Everyone is good at something, and if you find someone who is good at something and you think that you should also learn about it, then you should. Learning helps you come up with more creative ideas and helps you be in the game. The more you learn, the better. In other words, be the jack of all trades, my friend. Number 2, think about how you can solve a problem. We know that there are tons of problems in this world, and what most people do is that they sit down and complain about these problems, but when it comes to people like Musk, they don't complain. They work and find a solution for the given problem. When Musk started PayPal, he saw an opportunity. He saw that the world needs a safe place for online transactions. There was a problem, so instead of sitting down and complaining about it, he sat and thought about how he could make it better for everyone. The result was PayPal, which was bought by eBay later, as we said earlier. The same thing was with Tesla. He saw that there aren't any reliable fuel sources, and ICE vehicles cause a lot of pollution. Now there were electric cars before Tesla, but they were slow. So he sat down and thought about how he could make a car that's both electric and fast. The result of this thinking was Tesla. Tesla changes the standard for electric cars. Now, electric cars are something that everyone wants. There are other companies too that are making electric cars, but out of 100 electric cars that are sold, 80 of them are from Tesla. See, this is how you solve a problem. The reasoning behind SpaceX was that if the human race wants to survive in the long run, then we should be exploring all possible options. There's too much traffic on the roads, so why not make an underground tunnel system, hence launching the Boring Company. When your goal is not running after the money and solving a problem that will help thousands of people, then you'd automatically make a lot of money. The point that I'm trying to prove here is that if you focus on solving a problem for society, then you'd be successful. Elon Musk said, "Complaints are a sign that there's a problem to be solved. Paying attention to the complaints is a great way to find innovative ideas that people actually need. So don't just go around following whatever new trend shows up, but instead try to create it." Just to let you know, these words are from Elon Musk himself. Number 3, work hard. Now this is something that we already know. If you need something in life, then you have to work for it. If you want to be at the top, then you'll have to work just like someone who's already at the top. We all know that Elon Musk is the hardest worker in the room. Where people work the usual 40 hours in a week, he goes above and beyond and works around 80 to 100 hours in a week. This isn't something that everyone can do, but it's also not something that's impossible either. It all depends on how important something is to you. The things that Elon Musk does is really important to him, and we've all heard the news in which he is seen sleeping on the factory floor and in the office. This only represents how serious he takes his work. During an interview, Elon Musk said, "Hard work is an essential element in combating the high chance of failure or some ambitious project." He also said, "If other people are putting in a 40-hour work week and you're putting in 100 hours doing the same job, then you'll achieve your goal in 4 months and they'll take up to a year to achieve the same thing." It basically proves how hard work helps you in staying ahead of the game. What you need to do is focus on your goal and set a time limit for it. Then, break it down into simpler parts and then work your hardest. Also, don't go for activities that aren't productive. If something isn't giving you anything and it's just a pure waste of time, then just discard it. Instead, utilize that time in working towards your goal. Number 4, criticism. There are a ton of people out there who are afraid of criticism, but what these people fail to understand is that criticism is actually a part of success. If you want to be successful in life, you need to let other people criticize you at times. When you're open to criticism, you give yourself a chance to learn. You listen to the people who are criticizing you and you get a different perspective. Sometimes that perspective is all the answer that you need. You need to sit down a few times and criticize and question yourself. You need to constantly ask yourself these questions and try to figure the answer out. Is there something that I could have done differently? What am I missing? How can I make it better? What have I learned from my previous failure? When you keep asking yourself these questions and keep on analyzing yourself, then you figure out the solution that you were searching for. Remember, there's a fine line between good and bad criticism. If you're getting low and letting these questions of criticism get to your head, you'll feel negative, and if that happens, you won't be able to do anything about it. So walk on the safer side of this line. Number 5, understanding failure. The only time when failure is the opposite of success is in the dictionary. The reality is that failure is a part of success. Success isn't something that's certain. There are chances that you'll fail at something, but the important thing is understanding that it's all a part of it. As Elon Musk once said, if something means something to you, then you try doing it despite the risk. He firmly believes in this idea. Elon Musk has seen countless failures in his life. So many SpaceX rockets have exploded during mid-launch. Tesla was even about to go bankrupt at one point. The important part is learning from your failures. It's all a part of the process, but what really matters is what you do after it. To be the best at something, you need to first be the worst at it. You need to accept that you are not good at something, but you'll learn and work as hard as it takes to become the best in it. A person who's never experienced failure will never experience true victory. So the next time you fail at something, don't let it get you down. Instead, take your time and analyze what went wrong and improve the next time. Understand that giving up is not an option. And there you have it, guys. This is all the advice that you need to be successful. If you follow all these tips, then success is certainly guaranteed. And now all that's left for you to do is to let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and share this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye now.